Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome back to RuneScape. So we're here again, and we need to go the Drawman staff. We need to go get a Drawman branch. And then, is there any other things that I need to do to get this Drawman branch? I don't actually remember. It's been so long. I may have to look up a tutorial on how to get a Drawman branch. Alright, let's climb down this ladder. I believe it's down here. Ladder goes one way. I'm strong enough to enter. Oh, wait, no. This ladder goes one way, guarded by greater demons. It's a risk I will have to take. Alright. The Drawman tree. Do I have to... Is there something else I have to do here? I mean, I have an axe and I have a saw and all that kind of stuff on my stuff here. Okay. And chop down. Okay, we're good. You cut a branch. Craft. Pestle and mortar. Use the cinnamon on that. Rub dragon token? Try it in Lumbridge or in Zenaris. Alright, Lumbridge town. Cool. I could just teleport out of here. In Lumbridge town? Why would I have to do that in Lumbridge town? That's strange. But I guess I don't have to go back here, so, or go back to... Alright, I'm in Lumbridge town. Let's rub this token. The world begins to fade. What happened? I rubbed that coin and everything went black. Oh, that is so cute. Kikilik. Who are you? You're not the hero I gave my token to. How'd you get that coin you used to summon me? I took it from the dead body of a black dragon. Didn't realize what it could do what it would do if I rubbed it. Who or what are you anyway? My name is Kikilik. I'm a fairy dragon. One of the last surviving members of my race, I fear. Enough of that, you summoned me. How can I help you? I'm afraid I don't understand. The person who holds my token can summon me by rubbing it. They then give the right to request one thing of me before returning my token. So, I can ask one thing of you? That's right. What do you want? Please flam this crème brûlée for me. Flambe. Sure, that's easy. I think you'll need to wear some sort of protective gloves, otherwise I'll flambe your arm. Go ahead, I'll be fine. Okay, if you're sure. Take a little tiny bit of damage. Brûlée Supreme. Fantastic. I have finished the Brûlée Supreme. I'm gonna grab my armor again from the bank, just in case I need it. And I'm just gonna dismantle. No, you know what? I actually need to cook this chicken, so I'm gonna keep it. I need that little bit of experience. So let's go grab my armor back. Let me just that. And then I can grab all this stuff back. Withdraw, 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 remove, 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 remove. There we go. Okay, cool. I have these just in case I need to fight something. And that should be everything here. All right, let's go finish this part of the quest. And then I believe there's one more part of the quest after this. But I have now completed all the main sections of this quest. Inspect ceramic vase. Could you give me that recipe again, please? Oh no, I have it. Use Brûlée Supreme on him. Yay! There we go. Oh, here we go. The final segment. Now that you've freed them all, I'll restart time so you can deal with the Culinomancer. If you're sure. Tempus Prosedict. Or Prosedict. Prosecdit. What was that? We've broken your feeble spell. Be gone. You dared to meddle? You cannot defeat me. I'll be back. Hooray! He's gone. One day he'll return. You must go through the portal and finish him off. Great. So now I have to... use the portal. You have completed desert treasure to access this portal. Oh! That's why I needed desert treasure. To finish this part. Okay, so I was right. I just didn't have the right quest. Okay, no, I was right. I just didn't think I had the right section. I didn't think I could do Omic's part. Ceramic vase. I didn't think I could do his part. But it turns out I can. And could. Okay, so let's put this stuff away here in my... That's the same as the shark, right? Yeah. So there's really no point to have both shark and the stuffed snake, but I'll keep it in here for now. 5... Let's go here. And then I'm gonna put this right there for now, so I can cook that later. But I'm going to start desert treasure then. Talk with the archaeologist who is exploring Bedabin Camp southwest of Shanty Pass. All right, what items do I... Oh my god. All right, you know what? I'm going to start it, but I'm not going to finish this quest in this sitting because I just finished like I finished a quest and then 2 parts of one big quest. So I'm gonna start this quest. No, I need to go to Al-Kharid. I'm gonna start the quest. I'm not gonna finish it. We're gonna get as far as we can in here in the 33 minutes in the rest of this episode. If I come across items that I need for specific parts, I will try to get them, but in between episodes, in between recording sessions, I'm going to collect all of the item parts that I need, or all the items that I need to finish this quest. This is a super long quest, isn't it? This is another really long quest. Let me check. Legends Quest, fishing, where's the... Desert... Actually, I can... What am I doing? I can just check it here. So, I'm going to... Very long Master Quest. The foes up to level 126. So this is gonna be another, like, sit down, do a ton of stuff. The Bedabin Camp southwest of the Shanty Pass. So that's over here. Yeah, okay, now it's on my marker. The Bedabin Camp? Is that camp in the middle of the desert over here? I think that's the last, is it? Oh, this one. Ah, that's the Bedabin Camp. Okay. For some reason, I thought that the Bandit Camp was the Bedabin Camp. But I was wrong. Alright, what do we got? I always hated traveling through the desert. Okay. Archaeologists. Oh, this guy. Asgarnia Smith? Asgarnia. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. It's a parody of Indiana Jones. But, because Asgarnia is a location on the map in this game. Just like Indiana is a location on the map in real life. Howdy, stranger. What brings you to these parts? What are you doing here? Nothing much. What are you doing here? Doesn't seem like much to do out here in the desert. Well, that's where you're wrong. I work for the Archaeological Society of Varrock and have been excavating around here recently. There was something you specifically wanted? Do you have any quests? I call it a hunch, but you look like the type of man who might. Well, it's funny you should say that. Not sure I really call it a quest as such, but I found this ancient stone tablet in one of my excavations. It would really help me out if you could go take it back to the Varrock dig site for me and get it examined. It's very old and don't recognize any of the inscriptions on it. Accept quest. Sure, I was heading that way anyway. Any particular person at Varrock dig site you want me to talk to? His name's Terry Bolando. Give it to nobody but him. I'm sorry I can't entrust you with the actual tablet. I found it's far too valuable to give away. But I took these etchings. They should be enough for him to make a preliminary translation on. Come back and let me know exactly what he says. I would hate to waste my time excavating anything that isn't worth my time as a world-famous archaeologist. Let's see. Copy of the engravings found on mysterious stone tablet. Alright, so I need to go to the dig site. Oh, the dig site has been changed a lot since this quest happened, so I'm assuming, because the archaeology quest, or the archaeology skill is a whole deal now since this came about. So I have a feeling that this quest came about before the archaeology update. So now that we actually have archaeology as a skill, there are newer quests that do archaeology stuff, but they use like the modern archaeology plot and skill. Whereas this is going to be an old-fashioned archaeology thing from before archaeology was a skill, so it's going to have nothing to do with that, and it might not even give me archaeology experience as a reward. The Tree of Balance. Alright. Elf Warrior. So I'm assuming I need to go into here. Head of research, researcher, Terry Bolando. Oh, I almost forgot. One of the students discovered an ancient book. Seems right up your street. What? Read Codex Ultimatus? Combined with ancient combat techniques. You may now use blood tendrils, smoke tendrils, and shadow tendrils threshold abilities, as well as Ice Asylum ultimate ability. What? Wait. What is this? When did I, okay, hold on. Codex Ultimatus. The Infernal for Last Notebook. It's a book that can be obtained at the exam center by talking to Terry Bolando after completion of the dig site. Reading the books unlocks threshold abilities. Can ability 75 attack range or magic or 91 constitution. Oh, okay, cool. Wow. Alright, I guess I've got this to read. Herein lies an account of the arrival of the first legions of Zeros to Gilanor. Although Zeros' easy manipulation of our autocratic leader had been impressive, the 12 legions he now owns have yet to see his military acumen. My legion, the first legion, was rightly chosen for the honor of being the first to witness it. To this end, he had brought a maniple of my legion, just 100 Avernic shock troops, to his place known as Gilanor, to scout the area in preparation for the arrival of the entire host. To transport even this handful of troops to such a distance was a remarkable feat, but to bring forth the rest would require a huge expenditure of energy, one that would weaken even him. We arrived in a region that was ruled over by, though it would perhaps be more accurate to say terrorized by, a beast that the local tribes had named Lornab. The locals paid tribute to it by way of sacrifice, in hopes of keeping it appeased, but they were only providing it with a feeding trough. Like a stray virus, feed it once and it will harass you forevermore. They worshipped it like a god, and while it was true the beast had divine power, it was still just a beast, albeit one with awareness and purpose in its actions. In order to lay claim to this region and establish a foothold, we were ordered to kill this beast. We lured it out with a buffet of sacrifices taken from nearby villages, and chants of Hail Lornab. We did not wait long for it to emerge from its lair. The beast was reptilian, with low-slung body that sprouted 2 finned heads. As it moved into feast, my trap was sprung. My Saroth roped its limbs and heads, pulling it in all directions, while my smaller troops hacked at its necks. Within moments it had lost both of its heads, and I turned to Zeros with pride at the ease of our victory, but he stood unmoving, waiting. Is it a Hydra? I turned back in time to see 4 heads regrowing in place of the severed 2, and my Susaroth being thrown about and set upon. The beast fought back with such savagery, killing many demons, but my troops were well disciplined and did not rout. They fought on, but for every head they removed, 2 more grew, an impressive ability, worthy of absorption. But with such an ability, its victory over us was just a matter of time, and Zero simply watched. I'll admit, in this moment I questioned his superiority. After an hour, most of my demons lay slain, and the beast now sported a 12 heads. It was at this moment that Zeros acted, and with one thunderous cry, he signaled the demons to retreat and captured the beast's attention. It saw him for the first time and charged, the beast's shadow lengthening over him, but Zeros stood his ground, only moving aside at the last second. From where Zeros had stood not a moment ago, the beast's own shadow erupted a mass of hideous purple tendrils, which snared its forelimbs and tail, bringing it to a crushing halt. From the sky around it, more tendrils, sickly green, felt their way into the beast's maws, gagging and choking it, while bloody red ones whipped at its back and pierced its hide. The beast bled profusely. I shall never be able to forget the sound it made. So many heads crying out at once in anger and pain. At least the beast merely seemed enraged and struggled against the tendrils, but each effort just saw them tighten their grip. Before long, it could scarcely move. Our new lord approached to the beast and said, as he did so, fear filled each one of its many eyes. And then confusion as our lord began to twist the many heads back on themselves, intertwining them with each other and locking them in place, like some intricate puzzle of flesh. Finally, its eyes glazed over, and with hopelessness as the beast came to the realization of its fate, and its powerlessness to avert it. Even I almost balked at our new lord's actions, not wishing such a cruel torture, even on my most ruthless opponents. Except perhaps on Duke Picus and his blasted omens. I wondered at Zeros' motives. Why waste time tormenting a vanquished beast? At first I thought an act of pure sadism, but Zeros worked his will once more. Not tendrils this time, but an ice-covered crystalline structure which seemed to sedate the beast somewhat, and salve its wounds. Between the tendrils and the crystals, it was held firm in a broken, tormented state, but placid. Within the ring formed from the many twisted heads of the beast, Zeros conjured a new portal to Infernus. This had been his plan all along, not to kill the beast, but to turn its divine essence into a power source for a portal. The remainder of my legion was the first to arrive, through the Hydra Gate, and as it did so, one of the beast's heads turned to stone. I could see it in the beast's eyes that it knew that it was happening. It simply laid there in a contorted state, breathing slowly. Over the course of a month, the remaining legions poured forth from Infernus, and with each arrival, more of the beast's power drained and another of its heads turned to stone. With the arrival of Duke Quirinius's 12th Legion, the last of the beast's heads turned to stone, and so too did its body. Only then did the tendrils subside and the crystal dissipate. The god that had once been Lornab now stood as a twisted monument, a sign to any who would oppose Lord Zeros, and whose superiority was now absolute. Hail Zeros, Duke Nemesis, the inescapable. I want to see a picture of the, I wonder if the Hydra Gate is like a thing that I can go see somewhere. The effect reading, let's see, dig site. So when was this added? 2014. Oh my god, this book is almost 10 years old. Holy crap. I kind of want to see if the Hydra Gate is a thing. Oh, the Hydra Gate is a thing. Scenery in the Infernal Dig site, so they can be studied to unlock Hellmouth special research. Players may only study the Hydra Gate after unlocking the assistant qualification from the research. The Hydra Gate was... Players learn that the Hydra Gate was once a living creature and appears to match descriptions of Lornab. Oh, Lornab. Oh my god, that is so cool. Oh, it's a quest NPC in the Dimension of Disaster. The 200th quest. Interesting. So we're gonna meet Lornab at some point. All right, that was awesome. I wasn't expecting to. Can I destroy this and get another one somewhere? Claim another from Terry Belando at the dig site. Yeah. Wow, that was awesome. No, I don't need to replace it. Talk about the desert treasure. Hey, hello. Are you Terry Belando? As if I didn't already know this guy. That's right, who wants to know? Ah, yes, I recognize you. You're the fellow who found that strange artifact about Zeros in the museum. Aren't you? What can I do for you now? That's right. I was in the desert down by a Bedabin camp and found an archaeologist who asked me to deliver this to you. You spoke to the legendary Asgarnia Smith. Quickly, let me see what he'd give you. Always at the forefront of archaeological breakthroughs. So what does the inscription say? Anything interesting? This is fascinating. These cuneiforms seem to predate even the settlement we are excavating here. Yes. Yes, this is most interesting indeed. Can you translate it for me? Well, I'm not familiar with the particular language, but the similarities inherent with the pictographs seem to show a prevalent trend towards syllabally consistent with the phonemes we have discovered in this excavation. So, you can translate it for me or not? Well, unfortunately, this is the only example of this particular language I've ever seen, but I might be able to make a rough translation of sorts. It might be slightly obscure on the finer details, but should be good enough to understand the rough meaning of what was originally written. Please, wait just a moment. I will write up what I can. Translate into a journal for you, then you can take it back to Asgarnia. I think you will be extremely interested in the translation. Okay. Am I just waiting? Don't need the codex. There you go. That book contains some of my translating ability. If you'd like to be so kind as to take it back to Asgarnia, I think I will reassure him we're on the right track for a great feat of archaeology. Shush, I can read. A find of great archaeological importance. Wow, you write quickly, don't you? What can I say? It's a skill I picked up through many years of taking field notes. All right, let's read this. More reading. How long is this? Oh, it's not too long. This is a rough translation of the stone tablet brought to me by courier earlier today. The cuneiforms of this particular tablet are far different to anything I have previously seen in my career as an archaeological expert. Where possible, I have given as accurate a translation as possible, but some of the words I have attempted to translate hold different meanings depending on their intonation and context. Due to my unfamiliarity with this language, I have given these possible translations for these words wherever I have encountered them. Wherever I have a word in brackets, it is a word which has many meanings depending on the context, although the general meaning should be clear to even a casual study. Hopefully this translation will help you in your excavations, Asgarnia. As usual, I look forward to seeing what relics you bring back to the Museum of Varrock this time. Your friend, as always, Terry Belando. Translation follows. There are some missing sentence fragments here, presumably from a stone tablet preceding this one, which you have yet discovered. The permanent exile journey of the people ended, and so it came to pass that deep in the fiery, uncomfortable desert, the gods decided amongst themselves that the fortress home would be chosen place that would be imprisoned, conceal the wealth power. Thus, guarded, protected by the unusually archaic word here, I believe means either sick or the dead, depending on context, and defeated, trapped by the diamonds, crystals of the word is untranslatable. So as the gods left the 4 diamonds crystals as the key secret, guarded, protected by again, this word has no modern equivalent, and held by the worthy strong, so that the wealth power might forever be imprisoned, concealed. There seems to be some further missing information continued onto a further tablet from this preliminary translation. I think you would be onto something big indeed. Okay, cool. Let's go back to Al-Kharid, and we will go back and tell him that he may have stumbled upon something very unique / interesting. All right. And let's go around the castle again. Or the palace. It's not really a castle. Oh, there's like bits missing. Is it always like that? Huh. Then again, a lot of this stuff isn't meant to be seen from below. That's another thing that now that we have free cam, the game really needs to solidify on the undersides of things. They need to model underneath things a little bit better. You have no idea how many times I'm sitting out here trying to make a thumbnail for something, and I take my camera up because I want to get a good angle for whatever it is. And then there's just no modeling there. So then either I do the modeling myself, like I paint in what would be there based on the rest of it. I've done that quite a bit. Or I just try to find a new, depending on how much time I have or how much energy I'm willing to put into that thumbnail. Sometimes I just try to find a new thumbnail location or angle or something. Alright, Asgarnia Smith. What have you got for me? Hello there. So what did Terry Belendo say about those etchings? Did he give you a translation for me? Yeah, he did. I have them here in this book. Did you take a read of this? It will do you good to understand how this profession works. Here, have a read. I already read... Yeah, I read this already. Hello there. Oh, do I have to... Okay. Read book. Maybe I have to get to the end of this. Maybe not. Yeah, I did. Kind of boring, really. Excellent. Just give me a moment to read this and talk to me again in a second. 1 second. Hello there. Interesting. Seems like some kind of treasure hidden out in the desert. What do you say? Fancy being a treasure hunter like me? Don't you mean archaeologist? Yes, an archaeologist. That's all this hot sun getting to me, I think. Well, anyway, let's just assume there's a treasure hidden in the desert somewhere. Let's say that for the sake of argument that maybe I found a big stash of gold and treasure. I wouldn't necessarily hand it all over to the Museum of Varrock. Let's also say, purely hypothetically, that there were such a big stash of treasure and someone were to help me find it, then that hypothetical person might be entitled to, let's say, purely for the sake of argument, 30% split. 50%. That's right. Purely for the sake of argument, 50-50 split on this hypothetical treasure, should it exist. You see where I'm going with this? You want me to help you find some treasure for a 50% share as long as I don't tell anybody and your reputation as an esteemed archaeologist with the Museum of Varrock remains intact and nobody discovers you're actually just a treasure hunter. Ah, yes, but the way you said it makes it sound like I'm actually doing something wrong. What do you say, partners? Help him. I guess I'm gonna have to. Well, I guess nobody's really going to lose out on anything, and we don't really know if there is any treasure. Go on then, count me in. Good lad. Well, if we split up, we'll be able to find the treasure quicker. You continue searching around here in the Bedouin camp. You head south to the bandit village. If either of us finds anything, we'll come to each other and say what, okay? You head due south and see what you can find about this tablet. Okay. There's the giant god over here. The slain god. I'm probably gonna learn about that in some upcoming quest. Ooh, look at that, like, portal on there. That's cool. Oh, that's right. Let me take off my Saradomin's Whisper. Yeah, you guys are gonna attack me because I have that on. Coalstone Spirit. I'll take that. Okay. Talk to bandit? Talk to bartender. Maybe I can talk to you. You're not buying anything, I have nothing to say to you. I understand there's some kind of hidden treasure in these parts. Look around, pal. Does it look like there's any treasure near here? If I were to tell you, get lost before someone takes a dislike to your face and removes it for you. Alright. Talk to bandit. What do you want, lad? I'm here on an archaeological expedition for the Museum of Varrock. I believe there may be some interesting artifacts in the area. I'm sure there are many secrets buried beneath the sands here. The thing about being a desert, they're likely to stay that way. So I'm assuming I'm looking for a oh, Spirit Impling. Wait, can I catch Spirit Implings? I don't know if I'm high enough level for that. Oh, I am. Cool. You wanna give me... Oh, I bet I have to talk to this guy. Bandit shopkeeper. Wait, there's a shop here? I don't think I've ever actually stopped in this. There we go. Impling was carrying a blue charm. Cool. I don't think I've ever actually, like, checked out this shop. What do you got? Oh, of course, just the general... Okay. Hello. Stuff for sale? You buying? No. No? Buy then. Okay, not you. How about this, this here? Wasn't there like a bandit leader here somewhere? Or was that the other... Was that over in Menaphos? Or not Menaphos, in... What was the name of that, in Paul Nivnich, that's right. There was a leader there. Maybe someone in here? No? How about this one? I haven't found anything of note, really. Oh! Eblis. Desert treasure. Here we go. Hello! I represent the Museum of Varrock. I have reason to believe there may be some kinds of artifacts of historical significance in the nearby area. Ah, yes. The only time people care about our existence is when they think they have something to gain from us. I have nothing to say to you. You and your kind are not welcome here. Please, if I can just have a few minutes of your time to ask some questions. I suppose I can spare that. What do you wish to know about? Why is this village so hostile? I would think you were asking for your money instead of just for answers and a few questions. It's a long story, and I doubt I have much interest in hearing it. Your sort never are. Just take what you can of ours and then abandon us once more the desert. No, I want to hear this story. Actually, I'd be quite interested to hear what you have to say to excuse the attitude everybody in this village seems to have. It all began many generations ago, with our ancestors and the proud rulers of these lands. My ancestors lived far to the north here, and lands stretched from the sea to the east of the River Lum, a mountain of ice. From coast to coast, north to south, our domain was absolute. Our God was kind to us and blessed us with prosperity and happiness. In return, we were merciless to his enemies, wherever we found them. Then came the betrayal. Our God was banished, leaving the helpless to our fates. Without his protection, we were forced to fend for ourselves once more, against the enemies that sought to destroy us through their pretty jealousness. But we did not succumb without fighting. The spiteful Zeradomin and pathetic Zamorak warred with each other, but the hatred they had for each other was as nothing as the hatred they all held towards us. With each battle they waged, we lost more and more land, unable to fight on all fronts. We were pushed further and further south into the gods' forsaken desert. Our greatest hero, Azandra, was finally trapped in a strange stone structure to the south of here and bound within by terrible powers. And with that, our lands, our homes, our very lives were stolen from us. Too weak to reclaim what was rightfully ours, we made our homes here, knowing that someday Azandra would return with his magnificent power and bring us back to our former glory. You're upset because of something happened hundreds of years ago? Seems like you maybe should find some closure and let the past go. The insults heaped upon my race will never be forgotten, will never be forgiven, and never again be overlooked. Someday a harsh wind will blow upon this land, uncovering the wrongs of the past, and we will get back what is rightfully ours. Until such day, we bide our time here, and we'll always be ready for our blades with our righteous vengeance. Wow. Okay. I learned about it, but that's not what I wanted to know. I mean, I've already talked to you about, like, you don't have to, okay. Do you know anything about a treasure near here? I have some evidence that there might be some kind of treasure hidden very close to this village. If I knew of any treasure, I would not choose to spend my life in this godforsaken desert. Well, I guess that's true. Not archaeology. Desert treasure. Okay, looks like we've got one more thing here. So, I guess if that stone tablet is from an earlier culture, that might be this guy's culture. Do you know anything about a fortress near here? I have reason to believe there is at least used to be some kind of fortress very close to here. Nobody would build anything in this wasteland unless they were forced to survive. I know of no fortress. I know of no reason why anyone would have bothered doing anything out here in the desert. That's not super helpful. Is there anything else I can get here? Nothing, thanks. That's exactly a sort of waste my time in such a way. Okay, maybe I can find something up here? No. There was nothing really here, unless that history was what I was supposed to learn about. Find more about this treasure. Okay. Are there any other unique characters here? Or am I supposed to just continue asking these random... Oh, there's another ladder here. I can go up. Is there anybody up here? No. There's nobody up here. Alright. Let's go back down. Let's look for any other unique characters. Bandit, 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 bandit. Is there anyone else that's not just bandit? I don't seem to... Doesn't seem like there's anything here. Maybe I just talked to one of these guys at the bar? What do you want, lad? Archaeology, blah, blah, blah. Artifacts in this area. Likely to stay that way. Are these all the same? Maybe you in the corner? Oh, these all seem to be the same. Huh. How about one of you? Oh, you're the same dialogue also? Okay. Maybe I need to find something, like physically find an object. Okay, this is part of this giant, the corpse. Let me do a closer inspection of these rooms. Maybe there's something else in here that I can snatch up, maybe? There's literally nothing on the walls. Okay, there's nothing here. Is there something along the walls here that I can find? Alright, let me search the crates in here. Find nothing. Okay, that's just the one crate. Alright, maybe I can search this crate. Nope, nothing in here that I can search. Secure chest. Oh, have I not looked into that? Hold on. Open the secure chest. These bandits are hostile without me trying to rob them. Looks very sturdy. Okay, none of that seems to be particularly helpful. Okay, well, either way, that... What? Oh, there was a bird. Either way, that's all the time I've got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you like the episode. Ring that bell if you'd like to see more. Good night. And tomorrow, I will do a little bit more searching to see if I can't find something important here. Oh, actually, before I go, I'm going to check upstairs here. I guess I didn't do that. Let me check up here. I've still got a little bit before I would normally cut the episode off, so... I I don't see anything I can interact with. All right. Either way, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.